Hey guys, I am now live. I'm starting a couple of minutes early so that I could serve my Sunday dinner and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. So hopefully you guys got the memo that I'm going live and you stop on over here. Well, I'm going to start now, and whoever comes in, make sure you smash that like button. And anyone who's over here now on Gangsta Gone Legit's channel, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I'll also put the link right now in the chat so you guys can subscribe to the channel. And thank you for the subscribers that we have on this channel, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are growing. If I was a little bit more consistent, we would be at our goal, but we're going to get there. We are definitely going to get there. So the link is in the description. Let me see. Can I pin and comment it? No. So when you guys come into the chat, make sure to click on that link and go subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So I just wanted to do a short little live with you guys in regards to the possibilities of Velvet still being at Carbonnation, but she could be laying low, and the possibilities that she had a meltdown and she left. Now, a part of me is saying that Velvet has left, and it's because of another reason that I had in my head that would trigger her, and that was how he was towards his ex, Maisha. It was almost like he was trying to say to her that she was the reason why they basically wasn't still together, and if it wasn't for her decision, they would still be together, and if she was also willing to be on the same program as Nature Boy, then Velvet probably wouldn't be first lady. You guys know I call Velvet first lady, or chiefess, or whatever you guys call her. But I honestly also think that Velvet left not only because of being mad at Nature Boy, but remember that time when Nature Boy was dancing with little Eliana and his eggplant got, aroused? I know that people that were watching that was not going to let that down. They were basically going to, I let it down. They weren't going to let it go. So it was just a matter of time, them finding a location for Nature Boy, and I know that they were going to um, ultimately try to get the local authorities over there. We know a couple of weeks ago, because I had reported it on my channel, the local authorities did come to the address, and he confirmed that. And the only thing I can think of that anybody would call the police on him about was that last inappropriate incident that Nature Boy did. I know Velvet is very leery because she doesn't want to get her child taken away from her. And she knows that she's in an environment with Nature Boy. He's unpredictable. He's a man that he is worse than a female when it comes to drinking. There are some men that exist in this world that should not pick up a drink because they don't know how to drink. Nature Boy is one of them. Every time he picks up that red wine, he seems the next day get into some type of trouble. Something that he did the night before because he was in his feelings. He picked up a glass of wine, didn't know when to stop, and now he's in trouble because somebody we all got haters, but somebody that's his hater is gonna now report him and then add extra stuff to the mix. And he should know this by now. I don't think he cares, but he needs to start caring, because you got a lot of people in this community that are not happy with their own lives, and they will definitely sit back and watch you sabotage yours if you you allow it to happen. And Nature Boy is definitely allowing it to happen. I had said, I hope you guys go check that video out. I did a 10-minute commentary that I believe that, Velvet is taking a break. She's on vacation for the holidays, going to see her family. Nature Boy can't go with her where she's going because the family can't stand him. So I really think she's taking a break from Nature Boy. Her leaving and coming back is no different than what happens behind closed doors in other people's relationship. But the only thing's different is that we don't get on social media platforms and talk about it. No, I started to fall on the floor when I seen Nature Boy eating that fried chicken, because he had us thinking that he stopped eating fish and poultry. And then for someone to screenshot this man eating a piece of fried chicken, and then this new thing he's doing, smoking blunts. If people are thinking about going over to Carbonnation, they really need to get their mind right. They really, truly do. Because you should see that everything that man stand for was a lie. He's the first person that used to say in live streams, don't be smoking on his lives, because he felt as though you were poisoning your system. He was thinking as a holistic master teacher. And then shortly after he said that, we see him a few days ago smoking a blunt and eating fried chicken. But just was talking about when the Popeye sandwich came out, how people are killing each other over a Popeye sandwich. And we don't know what they put in this, the foods in Babylon. But now you're eating Babylon food. You're eating animal products. So you're not vegan or vegetarian. So there's a lot of things that Nature Boy is doing. Like I said, whatever's done in the dark always comes to light. So basically everything that Nature Boy is doing is coming to light. He knows it. We know it. And I just feel as though he needs to fall back for a little while and reevaluate what's going on in his life, because there's a lot of mayhem going on. I do predict a lot more Carbonation members ending up leaving Carbonation real soon, because it's a dead end. They're not going to go anywhere fast. Nature Boy's losing it. He's already got the men separate from the women. And the only women that are not over there with him are the ones that he hasn't taken back. But the ones that are over there with the men at a separate compound, when he is bored with those set of women that he has right now, he's going to take them back. He needs to really check himself before he wrecks himself. And I just want to let you guys know, I do read your comments, and I do totally understand that you believe that Velvet will be back with Nature Boy. And I believe it too. And I'm going to say this again. There's nothing that Nature Boy and Velvet are doing that is what I would call abnormal. They're just sharing it with the public. They're having a public breakup. And Nature Boy, not Velvet, he chooses to share it publicly what's going on with Velvet and him. Velvet's not comfortable with that. Now, I think another reason Velvet could have got MIA is because she didn't appreciate when he showed off the women at the table prior to her leaving. And I want to say that was on October 25th when he had that build with Bullets Gotti and Hassan Campbell. You could tell she looked tired and drained and fed up. You could see it in her eyes that she was tired. And I already said to myself, excuse me, I put it on mute for a second. I already said to myself, she didn't appreciate him doing that. And when he looked across the table at her and was smiling, I said to myself, you did that on purpose. And he did do it on purpose. He does a lot of things on purpose. And it's a really sad shame that he does that. But that's just who he is. And Velvet has to understand that there's no change in this man. Nature Boy is going to be who Nature Boy is. Now we're going to see in the next couple of weeks, Nature Boy is going to be front and center and very present. He's going to be drinking his red wine, especially towards the end of the week. And he's going to be recruiting new young girls over there. He's going to be having Malaya in the spotlight and anybody else that was over in Carbonnation that Velvet didn't like. And he's going to trigger Velvet until she runs back to Carbonnation. It's just a cycle of behavior. And nothing changes if you don't change. And that's just the bottom line. If you don't change what you're doing, or the people that are around you, what they're doing to you, they're going to continue to do that to you. So Velvet leaving is not a power move if she's going to continue to go back to him. Because every time she goes back to him, she's letting him know that, yeah, I'm mad at you. Yeah, I don't agree with what you're doing to me, but I love you more than myself, so I'm going to let you walk over me. Because that's all he's doing. The only one that's satisfied and content with this whole situation, of course, is Nature Boy. Because he's the one that's doing all the mistreating. He's living it up. He don't have to work. He's living off the means of the men and the women over there who do have Social Security check, SSI checks, SSDI check, military check, whatever kind of check they get, welfare checks, food stamps. He's living off the means of them. If they all were to say we can start our own Carbonnation, and they came together and stood up against him and not be scared of him, they could leave and he wouldn't have anything. Now, do I believe Nature Boy has saved away some of that $300,000 that he allegedly said that he spent? Of course. Because at any given moment, he could be put in a situation where he would have to get away and he would need some sort of emergency money to get away. I don't know right now the fate of his freedom. He's not going to tell us behind the scenes what's really going on. He could be in some hot water. The local authorities, whoever called them to the resident that they were staying at, whoever called, one thing that I can think of that they could have called and told the local authorities about was that video. And I'm quite sure that video is, even if it's not on YouTube, somebody has it in their archives. And if they showed that to the police, he could be in a lot of trouble right now. And that's why Velvet left. So I'm really gearing towards that Velvet could have left because she doesn't want, if they grab Nature Boy, to snatch her and that little baby and take her into questioning, and then she leave out of that questioning and Child Protective Services has her child. So I think that, Velvet is pissed at Nature Boy, and it's also was a way for her to get some time away from him. But I think the ultimate reason why Velvet left was far deeper than just a fallout or meltdown. I believe that she got away because, there's a chance that her child could be taken. Because I'm quite sure a lot of people in the community that watch them on a regular basis still remember that video. They're in their feelings. And they're ready to take Nature Boy down like they always do. Nature Boy doesn't have to be doing anything. And people are ready to take him down. Because people don't like his disposition. They don't think that he's genuine. He uses people. He lies to people. He destroys people's lives. Now it's being confirmed he's abusive. Physically, not just mentally. To add assault to injury, he's even physically. You are disciplining grown men and women physically. And he has no right to be doing that. And if any of those tribe members get sick of being, sick of what he's doing to them, they can rat him out. They all know enough over there to incriminate Nature Boy, and he knows that. This is why Nature Boy stays high all the time, off of drugs and alcohol, because he's smoking weed now, and he's drinking every chance that he can get. Hey, Denise. Hey, sweetie. Welcome. So, these are the reasons why I feel as though Nature Boy is numbing his pain. He's numbing his pain because he's got a lot on his plate. He has brought this upon himself, but he has a lot on his plate. And he did this to himself. So I'm not up here feeling bad for him. So I don't want nobody to get in the comment section later on saying, you act like you feel. I don't feel bad for nobody but me. I'm trying to figure out what I can do in my own life to make it better. I'm not trying to figure out what to make better in Nature Boy's life, because it don't matter who talks to Nature Boy. Nature Boy is going to be who Nature Boy is. You cannot change that. Just like you can't change them people from leaving. They are grown. They're not children. They are adults. Do they make the right decisions? Are the decisions they're making a good one? Absolutely no. But that is not my problem. That is not my job. This is not why I report on Carbonnation and Nature Boy. I report on it because I have an audience that enjoys hearing the updates on the love and the flip-flop. And it's also bringing awareness if you have children, nieces and nephews, or also people you might be foster parents to, or maybe your sister and brothers children that you may have taken in custody for because of some circumstances that are going on in your family. You want to let them know that you're there for them and that you love them, and that they don't need to go to these places. If they need to speak to somebody, if they need help, if they need counseling, if they need God, whatever the situation is, that they can come to you, so that they don't resort to going to these places and being treated the way Nature Boy treats these people in this tribe. Because it's sad. It's really sad. And it's sad that they're allowing him to do it and they're not saying anything about it. Now I'm wondering, put in the comment section, did anybody see that video that live stream Nature Boy did with Capone? He straight disrespected Capone. And as far as I can remember, even if Capone wanted to go there with Nature Boy, he always kept his composure. That's the difference between Capone and Nature Boy. I'm not even really too sure what made him mad with Capone, but he was basically trying to say that the dude is soft. And whatever you're doing, Nature Boy, maybe you need to get soft too, because people are leaving you left and right. And they're not only leaving Carbonation, they're exposing your mess. And you're going to have the wrong person exposing your mess. And they're going to end up getting you in a world of trouble. And I honestly believe a person right now that is exposing your mess could have the clout to do that, and that would be Sybil. I think that you kind of sort of met your match when you had Sybil come over there, because at the end of the day, we don't know if Sybil came over because she was sent there or if she was chosen. I saw it. He did disrespect him, but Capone should know Nature Boy, but I know I don't even get. I mean, let me tell you something. I have nothing against Capone. I was supposed to do an interview with him, Denise, and I never did because I'm not that kind of a channel holder where I like to have people on my platform. I feel as though I look at the information that's in front of me and I assess it myself. I don't need to have Capone or Nature Boy or Velvet come onto my platform to tell me nothing. Because common sense is common sense. I see what's going on. I'm not taking a blind eye to this nonsense. But I don't understand why Capone keeps putting himself in this situation with Nature Boy. Because it shouldn't be about views. He has his own following. Is to me is not enough abuse that I'm gonna take from anybody just to have views and to get my following up. I really don't understand why Capone is still doing builds with Nature Boy when this is not the first time to me that Nature Boy has came out the side of his mouth foul to Capone. As a woman, I'm not going to let a woman, not one time. If you do, it's going to be the last time. But as a woman, I'm not going to let a woman disrespect me straight up and then think they're going to continuously do it. So I don't understand as a man, Capone being a man, how are you allowing Nature Boy to continuously, whenever he gets ready, come out of his face and disrespect you? I don't get how Capone is allowing that to happen. But I'm just hoping that Capone stays off of these lives with Nature Boy because I'm going to tell you something. Your first impression is your last impression. And I think when they first had did their first build, he wasn't respecting Capone then. He still was saying slick stuff out of his mouth. And Capone was being, holding his composure. But I really don't know what Capone's position is in all this, what he's trying to gain from this. Like I said, I don't have no smoke with Capone, but I really don't think that he should be trying to build with Nature Boy because I really feel like Nature Boy is jealous of Capone because Capone has whatever he's doing in his establishment more put together than Nature Boy. You don't hear about cops being called to his residence. You don't hear about him dancing around with sweatpants on and his eggplant getting hard. So, you got to look at all these things. And I'm quite sure Nature Boy looks at all these things too. So there's animosity, I really feel, in Nature Boy's heart that, Al Capone got it all together and he knows, Nature Boy knows he doesn't have it all together with himself. But yeah, you guys be very prepared for what's to come. And don't be surprised when you see some other young, just pushing 20 girls over there. And don't be surprised when you find out that they were there 1 minute and gone the next. He hasn't even formally told anybody that Honor left. I told you guys that Honor left when it was told to me that she had left by her family member. They want to make sure she got home safe before they told me she, in fact, left Carbonnation. He tells you what you want him to know. And that's what I need for people to understand. And that goes for me too. YouTubers, social media influencers only tell you what they want you to know. And that's just the bottom line. Nobody is obligated to tell you their whole life story. Now, Nature Boy, he allegedly makes us think that he's being transparent and he keeps it 100, but that's farther from the truth. We know that is not true. Nature Boy is not keeping it 100, and Nature Boy is telling you what he wants you to know. And that's his right. But don't get mad when somebody critiques you. But I really hope that Velvet stays gone. I really truly hope that she does. Because this is getting really ridiculous. Nothing's going to change, Velvet. If you're in the bushes listening, Nothing's going to change. He's not going to change. This is who Nature Boy is. He's showing you who he is, and you have to respect that. I don't even believe he's attracted to her anymore. She's gained all that weight. He's not into women that are her built anymore. I think that he allowed her to get that size because then it'd be easier when she left for her to leave. There's no attraction probably there no more. He's feeling Malaya anyways. She can easily take Velvet's place, and I'm quite sure she's taking Velvet's place right now because Velvet's gone. And somebody has said to me that they believe if Seven goes back over to Carbonnation, she probably will be first lady. And Malaya will still be second. And I can see that happening as well. Because Malaya is weak. Malaya doesn't have a backbone at all. I think she's even weaker than Velvet. See, Seven will give Nature Boy a run for his money. And another thing I want to know, there's not a lot of people in this live right now, but when I put this on my channel, I definitely want to hear it from you guys. Do you believe that Seven wants to come back? Seven cut him off. Oh, okay, she did. That's good then. Okay, that's good then. So I'm not even gonna ask you guys that question then. Well, I hope so. I hope so. I hope I don't get no surprises. And she's over there. You know how they play you and say, "Oh, I'm not going over there." Next thing you know, they're over there with a cheesy smile on their face, like they're hurting us, but they're really hurting themselves. But I don't know what the future holds for Carbonnation, but it's not looking bright. I can tell you that much. But listen, I'm gonna get off of here. And make sure y'all hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so, making sure that notification bell is on all, because if you don't, YouTube is not giving out these notifications like they're supposed to. You understand what I'm trying to say? I always tell you guys anyways to just come over to the channel and look on the community section tab or the video section tab and see if I have any new uploads, because even larger channel holders are having this problem with notifications. And again, I put Gangsta Gone Legit's link inside of, inside of the chat. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's also up here, but it's up at the top if you scroll up. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because all this month, as I promised, until the end of November, I will be going live on his platform. And then the end of November, I'll be going live on my own platform, and hopefully my husband will get the ropes by then. So y'all have a blessed Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow, because I'll definitely be doing a live stream tomorrow around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might do one at between 3 and 6 p.m. Let me put it like that. So y'all have a blessed day. Put some hearts up into the chat, and I'll see you tomorrow. Stay blessed. Love y'all.